What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we highlight the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we showcase those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
And LeVon Maynard.
Where that?
There it is. So today, obviously, end of the week, so we do the weekly rundown. It's one of our favorite shows. This week we've consumed a lot of different medias and things, so hopefully we like some of it. I don't know if we liked all of it, but we'll get there. Well, with that being said, how was everybody's week?
I had a pretty good week. I mean, same old for me as far as like work and playing video games, things like that, watching some shows that we're going to talk about here. So got to bring up Invincible. I watched the season finale of that. That was bananas. And then I watched Shannon's recommendation. He said that the best movie that ever come out on Prime was Without Remorse. So I watched that. I had the pleasure of watching that one. And I have my own thoughts about that as well. I watched Nobody, the movie. I thought that was really good. I don't know if you guys have seen that one yet, but
Nobody.
It's from the guy from What About Saul? I forgot his the actor's name, but it's almost like John Wick.
Bob Odenkirk or something like that, right? Is that his name? Or
I think you're right.
he did Mr. Show with Bob and David is what he did, right?
Yeah. But what platform did you watch that on?
I watched it on a secret platform I can't even tell you about.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Hey, look. We already got the FBI and the Pentagon coming after us.
That's right. We can't discuss that one.
Gotcha. No worries.
So you can watch it. You can watch it like on Prime. You can watch it on. You can rent it from Microsoft or Vudu. Vudu's like.
Okay, I got you.
Fandango. They have it on there. Google Play.
Gotcha.
So there's a few different sources you can watch it from, but it was pretty good. I think it's worth it. You can. I don't know. I wish that's the type of movie I would watch in the theater. Like it had like a good cinematics and all this kind of stuff. Just like the fight scenes and explosions and guns and things like that. But yeah. So yeah, I had a good week overall. I guess maybe I'll leave it at that for now until we maybe want to dig into some of the subjects that I enjoyed this week. What you guys? Right. How's your weeks?
So I I want to put this out there. I didn't tell everybody to go watch Without Remorse.
No. He said
you reminded us it was out there.
I did remind us, but I mean, you don't know what you don't know, though. But no, I did watch Without Remorse. I did watch Invincible. That was off the chain. I even reached out to y'all. I was like, man, was it always this violent, or like was I not paying attention, or did they go extra hard this episode? They just went extra hard.
Right.
But it was good. It was good. I will say to everybody that's been listening for these last few weeks, we're not gonna say exactly what it was this week, but yes, I was correct in what I was thinking. Okay, I just want to put that out there. I want to put it out there before it gets to somebody else and they try to switch it around and say that I wasn't right. You know.
Yeah.
But you were also the person that recommended this Without Remorse too. Right?
I
did. You gotta take the good with the bad.
You were right about one thing.
No, I gotta be like a politician. I'm only taking responsibility for the good. It was somebody else.
Right.
No, it was But okay, so look, we've been through this a couple times now. We're gonna do the thumbs up, thumbs down thing for
yes. Yes, we are.
Let's go.
We are. You want to do it now?
Let's do it now.
Let's get out the way.
So Michael B. Jordan's Tom Clancy inspired Prime Video movie that just debuted this weekend. Thumbs up, thumbs down. 3, 2, 1.
So two? Oh yeah, I give it 1 thumbs down.
So, but to its credit, that's how I envision any Tom Clancy movie would be. So So at least it had a good actor, but he just could not. He
But
could not put it on the
carry
show.
it.
Like action, it's supposed to be an action flick. It had plenty of action.
Yeah.
It's the story just didn't do it for me. But I like how
Yeah.
they stay consistent. Like we talked about it last week about the fire scene. They did it with the water though. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
It was not like the story was good. I'm not gonna say the story was bad, right? I'm gonna say the acting was just not that great. And even with Michael B. Jordan, I've seen him better, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it wasn't Creed, Fruitvale Station,
yeah,
Black Panther. It
yeah,
was kind of like they're like, we want you to be a gruff action hero, and he was like, all right, I'll give it to you,
yeah.
and he did.
Right. I do
But
what I can.
yeah, it was just like even the supporting cast was just not
Yeah,
that
he's
great.
like, I
There
got
was
a plan.
yeah, there was just parts where they were just staring at each other for excessively long. Where I'm like, okay, walk away now. Like, you said what you had to say. Like I thought
No,
another
man.
line was coming, and they just turned
No,
around.
they had to make that like it was like we all about the whatever's about to. I don't want to give anything away, but I know what you're talking about, and they just kind of stared at each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, what
We
is
about to do this.
what is
I was
that?
like, if this was a podcast, this would be terrible.
No,
So
it
many
was
gaps.
it was not good, and they've set it up to go and continue on, right? But yeah, it was not what I thought it was going to be. And again, the action was
Right.
good, right? Like the stuff from the trailer
But
was in there and everything.
did we need anything else? Like, okay, King Kong versus Godzilla. Do we need a story? Not really. Tom Clancy is all about that action. And again, like this is not to disparage the actors in the movie, but I never liked the double, triple espionage crosses. I just don't. They just never come. It's like that's what ruins the story for me, because I can get the dumb story, like, okay, this is pretty dumb, but we got to get to a thing to do some things. But when you start adding in so many crosses, I'm just like, I don't care. It gets to a point where
Right.
you're just like, all right, everybody's bad. Sure, whatever. But
Right.
See, and the thing is, I don't mind doubling triple agents or anything like that, right? Like I don't. I mean, you usually see it, right? Because like the wife and I were like, "Oh, I know," and she's
Yeah.
like, "You think so?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure." You know what I mean?
right.
And I was right. And the thing is, I've never read any Tom Clancy stories. This is based off one of his novels, right? Without
I think
remorse.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was like based on. I think it actually was one of the novels turned
Yeah. Yeah.
into a movie.
So I mean, I never read it, so I didn't have any prior knowledge of where it was going. But I was just like, yeah, this is how that seems. This is gonna go. But
Yeah, but I'm happy that they put him in the starring role, and they're going to try to franchise it, which he will most likely stay there. I just think they need to just let him act more, like give him a good supporting cast, because it wasn't as bad as He Got Game. You know what I mean? Or like even Denzel can't bring this back up. But you could tell, like I think they pinned him in a role where they didn't let him do his thing.
He Got Game is different because Ray Allen was not an actor. Like, you know what I mean? Like Ray Allen is a basketball player. So you rely
Right.
on him to do well in that part, which he did. Like these are all trained actors. You know what I mean? Like I've seen these people in other movies. Like
Do you think we're being harsh on it because it's a military flick? You think we're being harsh on it for that? Because
No.
they did some things that were just so extra. I was just like, that. Why? We couldn't.
No.
This couldn't be a phone call. Like, we had to have a prison fight scene. Like he can literally just be like, all right, this is what's happening.
Right.
It made no sense.
It just not. It was not good, and I don't know. I might not recommend stuff for a little while now. I feel bad for this one.
Yeah, how dare you do this?
It wasn't that terrible. Like ladies will love it. Like Michael B. Jordan, shirtless a lot, licking his lips. You get if that's what you come there for, that's what you get. I liked it because leading role and leading support role, both Black people. I was like, okay, all right. But action wise, it was good. they're going to make him into, you know, a Bond-like figure. I like that. That's dope. But it's just the acting. It was
Yeah.
Yeah,
The acting.
It was bad.
yeah, I don't know what happened. But all right, what else? So Invincible. So just the episode itself, amazing in my opinion. Like that was definitely worth the wait. Like they jump right out. Like here's an explanation of what's going on, and let's get it.
Yeah,
Right. It's the whole episode was just action packed, like nonstop destruction and violence.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it got really. It's not for the faint at heart, and it's like not for the kids, of course, because you're gonna see
No.
some crazy graphic stuff up in there, and it
Yeah,
was
it's some
like,
stuff I've never seen before in a cartoon.
yeah,
Like
right.
when
I don't,
when
yeah,
that train scene, I was like,
the train
oh,
scene,
and
yeah,
it just kept going.
yeah. I was like, dang,
I
it's
was
gonna
like,
stop soon.
oh.
Like, nope. Oh, it keeps going. There's more cars where that came from.
I was like, yo, and like no matter what happens at the end of this, he's gonna have PTSD the next season.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like, man, it's gonna freak you. Yeah, it's gonna mess up your mind.
he is done. He'll never be right.
Yeah,
But
I was like
I thought
surprised.
it was good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was surprised towards the end when he was like kind of, you know, he kind of calmed down and like, you know, he met with his friends and stuff. Like I'd still be screwed up like after experiencing
Yeah.
all that. Like I'd be like, I can't talk to anybody. I can't look at you. I just see the train again. Ah.
But I like even in the midst of all of that, like they did something that also I've never experienced in a cartoon that goes off the rails like that. Like they actually brought it back and they centered it again when you had the flashback. And then you're just like, oh man, I actually like got the pulled at the heartstrings, and then they fill it right back. You're like,
Mhm.
oh,
Like,
it makes
look at
it
him.
worse. It makes
Right.
it worse.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay. I
And-
like it. I think they did a good job.
Let me ask you guys this too, because I had to look back at the episodes, but did you notice when that flashback scene, Nolan's hair was gray, and didn't his hair turn gray when he went into the portal? Like
no,
after,
Yes.
it got longer. It didn't turn gray. It just got longer, like it had grown. So he always had the gray.
he always had the gray, like since episode
always-
1.
Yeah, he always had the gray.
Okay.
But when he went to take care of business, like
Yeah.
it just got longer and it was more unkempt, right? Because
Okay.
time
Yeah.
issue,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
right? Yeah,
And then that made more sense. Like I didn't even think about that. Like I thought I had a flashback to that as they were explaining how they age.
Yep.
I thought back to that. I was like, that makes sense. Cause I was like you could be super strong all day, but how did he do that?
yeah.
Where in that place where time moves differently? Well, it's because like it didn't really phase him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was like,
He's
okay.
I got years on me.
Yeah. And I just I like the duality, like because he's still like trying to get him back, but at the same time he's getting frustrated. Like, why can't you see? Why don't you understand? They did that pilot dirty. I didn't like that part.
Yeah.
but like it's like it, but it was just him trying to prove the point of what he was trying to say, right? Like, look,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, I think I know where I got that from, because I saw one of the comics, and like the comic is different from the series. Like they changed things around, and in
Right.
the comic, he's all black haired, and then when he goes into that portal, when he comes back, his hair is a little bit gray.
Oh,
Okay.
So they changed it up in the you know,
in the actual show, it's
in the
different.
actual show a little bit.
Gotcha.
But nonetheless, it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, you're right. So that flashback scene, and then like just how he's like, okay, I don't want to reveal it too much.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
let me switch things up a little bit here.
Yeah, I really think they did a really good job. They picked the right actors to be those
Yeah.
characters. Like
Yeah.
they did a better job than Without Remorse by 1000%.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
animated characters, and
Right.
then like the I don't know if you call it cinematography if it's a cartoon, but like there are certain scenes where you could tell they took it straight from a panel of a comic. We're just like, oh, it has like bold lines and all that. He's like, oh, that's nice.
Mhm.
They did a good job. Like, but with that being said, now like peasants, we have to wait a whole year.
Yeah, who knows when the next one's coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
man, you
don't
need to
know.
hit me every week. I need
Yeah.
52 episodes. I need every week. I need you to hit me up, or just drop them all at one time. Like you got to pick. You got to pick. You can't go back. You can't go back in the past to how we used to watch cartoons and TV shows. But like, yeah, I obviously not that. If you didn't let your kids watch it before, don't let them watch this last episode.
Right.
They're gonna have nightmares.
Yeah. Seriously. You guys watch Dexter? Or did you guys ever used to watch that?
I've watched the pilot, and then I was like, that looks good, and I just never watched it again.
I think I got through the majority of the first season and I kind of lost interest, but I did just see, are they bringing it back?
Yeah, they're bringing out like another
commercial.
season or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a commercial and he's looking out the window and then it backs up and it's him. He turns around, it's like, oh, it's like Dexter's coming back.
Right. Yeah. I saw
So
that.
is it a reboot or is it just a continuation?
I think it's a continuation.
Oh, okay.
It says new Dexter would be a 10-episode limited series on Showtime this fall.
Okay.
So I was actually a real big fan of the series when it came out. Only thing I didn't like is like the last 2 seasons were like pretty garbage, but majority of that I actually really enjoyed it. I think it's a pretty cool. I think overall it's got really good reviews. But I'd be interested to see how they do with this recent season, the new season that's coming out here, because it kind of left off and like, I don't know, they kind of concluded everything. I'm not sure where they're gonna spin it, because obviously if you know the story that he's like he's a murderer, but he's like he murders bad people. Yeah, he murders other murderers and like I don't know, rapists and all this kind of people that people don't really want around. And so and he always like he was a part of the investigation group of some police department.
Forensic.
Forensic.
Guy, right?
Yeah, right. And so like it's kind of funny that he was like, he's trying to find other bad guys for other murders, but he's also doing murders on the side himself. So I always thought it was like kind of an interesting story. It's pretty cool premise. But yeah, they're bringing it back this fall. I'm kind of interested in seeing that one.
So do you see how you feel like you invested all that time and in the last 2 seasons you're like, oh, that was bad. I think this is why I give up on stuff so bad. It's so easy, right? Like because I'm like,
you don't want to waste your time.
I don't want to get down the road. Like if I'm not overly sold now, like it can't come down from here, right? Like I don't want to invest five seasons into it, like probably 10 episodes each, or like 50 hours. Do it, and then the last 2 be like, oh, this is bad. You know what I mean?
That's usually why I don't start stuff. I don't start stuff until it's over, just in case.
Yeah.
Because look at Game of Thrones, like 8 seasons, 6 of them great. Last 2, you're like, why? Why'd you do this?
That 6 of them great thing's a little disputable, Ryan. If I remember correctly, you recommended me to Game of Thrones too, and I only got through 3, so I don't know.
What? You only made it through 3?
I got through 3 seasons. 3 seasons. Because you told me, you said you gotta watch up to the Red Wedding at least, right? And I was like, okay. But by that point, like, it was not a surprise to me.
You already knew it was gonna happen.
Like, but by the time the Red Wedding came around, that should have surprised nobody. Like Ned bit it in the first season. He didn't even make it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So like,
everybody was surprised. All right, everybody who didn't read the book, everybody who read the book.
I was gonna say,
I didn't read the book, but it was just like, oh man, Ned. And here's the thing. Maybe I was afraid because I like Tyrion. I was like, maybe I was afraid. Okay, they're gonna off Tyrion at some point. Now I don't want to see that because I was like, that dude gets out of everything. Is that his name? Peter Dinklage? Tyrion, right?
Yes,
right.
Tyrion. Yep.
Yeah, Tyrion.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
I was like, I love Tyrion, and I don't want to see him go. So I don't. Maybe I just didn't want to invest the time, and I'm telling myself it just sucked. I don't know.
Right.
But no, I only got through 3 seasons, so I got to the Red Wedding, and then I was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, my wife wanted to see it, but I was like, I mean, watch it, go ahead, but I'm not putting too much time into it.
Yeah, there's too much story, too much like talking, right?
There's a lot to get through.
Yeah.
But once you were 6 seasons in, you realize like season 7 hit, you just like okay. But I was like, but 8 is gonna be fire. It wasn't.
And I have to say that I enjoyed the series pretty much all the way through. I don't think I liked the very finale episode, but I mean I liked the whole like White Walker, like they had the big old fight and everything like that, and had the dragons and all that kind of craziness at the last couple episodes of the series. I think that was like towards the end. But yeah, when they actually had the White Walker battle, and then had all like the little different people, like the people in the north and some other people came together to kind of help fight these guys. But that
Yeah,
was kind
the
of a cool.
wildlings.
The wildlings, that's right. Yeah, the wildlings. Yeah. So I thought it was pretty cool. But I mean, I understand that some people may not be into that kind of stuff. It's more like I don't know, people that like the kind of like the olden times, like the knights and witches and wizard type thing.
Right.
Kind of like a I don't know, it's kind of its own thing. I don't know if Shannon's into that kind of stuff. You like
No,
the
I don't.
like
But I
you
don't
like
mind
the
that.
you don't mind? Okay.
No, so that's the thing. I don't mind that. Like I've watched movies and
Like
TV shows
like
that
The
have
Hobbit and like Lord of the Rings, things like that.
And now I'm going to
Maybe
sound
not.
like a liar because I've never watched Lord of the Rings. And I've
Yeah.
never watched The Hobbit. Look,
So I've
never
only
watched
seen the
Harry
second
Potter.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
Harry
only seen the
Potter,
second
same
Lord of
thing
the
like
Rings.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And same thing. So I'm not into sci-fi, or not. I'm sorry, not sci-fi. I'm not into fantasy. I'm into sci-fi. So when you have dragons and magic, I'm just like, man. When you throw in like some lasers, stuff like that, then
Lasers
I'm
and
all about it.
aliens.
Yeah.
I think I
But
found
Game
myself.
of Thrones got me though. I was in it.
Yeah.
I was deep in it, and then it just petered off.
Yeah. I like thrillers and like I don't like things where to make you think and like, oh man, what's gonna happen next kind of thing. Or like I can't think of anything right at the top of my head, but I like those type of things that just kind of keep you on the edge of the seat and like you don't know what's gonna happen. And somebody's trying to escape something or like or some sort of like body snatcher type thing where they're like what was it like it? No, not it, but
The thing.
the thing. Yeah. The thing. I
like
thought that
that.
was a great movie back in the heyday. Yeah, I love that kind of movie. Where they're kind of like trying to figure out like who's who's
I've seen the 80s one with Kurt Russell. I've seen bits and pieces of the 50s one, I think it was. That was black and white. I've seen bits and pieces of that one. And I haven't. I want to see the one from like 2012-ish or whatever it was. They did another remake of it in like 2012 or
I
whatever, which I think
is
a prequel to the thing. I think it might be. I'm not sure.
I think you're right because I added that to my queue because I think it's on Amazon videos.
Okay.
For
free?
Or maybe it's HBO Max. Yeah, for free. HBO. I think it's actually HBO Max. I take that back. I looked at it. I was like, oh yeah, let me check this out. It looks like a, like you said, I think it was a prequel to the first one, something like that.
I gotta add that. I gotta add that then. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like that because that's the same type of thing, right? Like who's possessed, right?
Yeah. What's going on here? What the hell? I like movies like that.
Yeah,
so there's one that just dropped. I did not watch it yet, but I think it's called The Stowaway on Netflix. Yes, The Stowaway. I'm gonna check that one out next. So that's a sci-fi drama, like we're basically like, so this is all in the trailer, but they go on mission. They're supposed to be going to Mars. Something's not right. Something's wrong with the ship. They open up a panel and a man falls out. And there's like WTF. And it was a engineer that got stuck in the panel because they weren't supposed to launch or something like that.
Right.
But he was knocked unconscious because he's not strapped in, right? So when it took off, it knocked him out. And then when they get up there, they've gotten so far, when he wakes up, they're like, we can't turn back. But they're like, but we're set up for so many people. And then it takes off from there. So I was like, oh, I gotta watch that. You got everything I like right there. You got sci-fi and tragedy.
Right.
That'd probably be my next movie.
Actually, I started that movie, but I started it when it was like really late at night and I kind of fell asleep or like I kind of like dozed off. I was like, I'll save it for later. But it started out pretty good. It's pretty interesting from like the first half an hour. But I'm interested in seeing how it plays out and see if it's any good.
Yeah, I plan on watching that. Probably my next movie, and a new anime dropped. I want to say it's Yasuke. It's the Black Samurai story. Anime like adaptation of the Black Samurai story. So I want to watch that one because it looks like Castlevania, the Castlevania series, which you might like, Shannon. I don't know. Like I don't know how deep into the cartoons you get nowadays, but that series, again, not for children, but is anime inspired, but I believe it's not considered an anime. But it's like it's the Castlevania story, but gets hyper violent. Like what was that show? Was it Rome? I want to say. I never got through Rome, but Rome was like super violent, and then it was just flipped to being like super like sexual. It would just keep flip-flopping. Was it Rome?
It's an HBO movie, so that's just kind of what or series. That's kind of what they do, right? Like, hey,
but now think of that in cartoon form. You're just like, yo, this is crazy. It's based on a game I played when I was a kid. So I don't know. You may want to check it out. You may not. I don't know. It's going into its 4th season, I believe, next month or so, and that's final. Like, because Netflix doesn't play. You get 3 seasons, 4 maybe, and that is it. If we make it all the way to then, either we cut you off at 2, you get no ending, or you make it to 4, and hey, we on to another show by then.
It's funny. It's funny you say that. Like, I noticed they canceled almost all of their Marvel stuff at like season 3 or 4, I think.
They don't play.
Were getting canceled. I was like, huh. I was like, that's weird. Because people were watching them, like people loved Punisher. Like, I liked Daredevil. I gotta watch the 3rd season of Daredevil.
So I didn't finish it because they canceled it. Like, as soon as I heard it was canceled, was season 3 had just debuted. They're like, yes, we're done, and there was no conclusion. I was like, well, I'm out. And that was a really good show. Same thing with Punisher. Jessica Jones was all right.
I didn't like Jessica Jones.
And Luke Cage, 1st season was great. 2nd season, I was just like, eh. And then I found out it was canceled. I was like, well, I'm out.
Right. And it was the other one. I forgot the guy with the golden fist or whatever it was. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't too big in that one. I watched like the 1st season or whatever, but then I was like, eh.
Like, that dude seemed like a terrible actor in the trailers. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Watch it to be like, dude, did you just start acting class? Like, is this an audition?
Right. I had to give it a shot because I like, I was like some of the Marvel stuff, and I didn't really know too much about that character, so I was like, huh. But it's like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like, people were saying like it needed to be like an Asian guy playing that role. Like, it seemed kind of weird to have, like, I don't know, because I think
appropriation type thing.
Yeah, except I think the original character in the anime and the comic books was an Asian guy, perhaps.
He was. He was.
Yeah, okay.
He was. Yeah, and people, because we were saying that they whitewashed it, but at least put a good actor in there. If you're gonna do that.
Right.
Yeah, and they did not. But I had to watch it. I had to watch at least the 1st season because I had to get the Defenders, right? Because it was like going to be like the Netflix version of the Avengers. They're going to get the team together to form the actual Defenders like they're supposed to. And the Defenders was weak. I was just like, because I like the first Luke Cage was great. Like, they had the perfect bad guy in there. And then Jessica Jones' 1st season was okay. Like, by the end of it, I was like, okay, I can get down with this. And then who else was there? Daredevil season 1 was okay, but like it started taking off season 2. Like, I was like, okay, I like this. And then Punisher was good start to finish. Like, I kind of will probably go back and finish it, only because like it was so good. But then you start putting these people together to get the Defenders, and it was just like, they didn't do a good job.
Yeah, it could have been better. Yeah, for sure. And I had to take a look too. It looks like they don't have the thing anymore on HBO Max. I think it kind of fell off. Like, they have like the cycles of movies that are on there. So it looks like it's not on there anymore. So I had it in my queue too, and I looked today, and it's just like it's not there anymore. So maybe you have to like rent it. You can rent it for like $3 or something like that on Amazon. But you're like, nope, that's too much.
I'm already paying. Like, if I'm already paying $120 a year, you know what I mean? Like,
it's true. It's true. It's like, nah, I'm right there with you. I don't even I see like, they have the rentals for like $3 or $4. I'm like, that's like, I want to pay extra money. I'm already paying, like you said, monthly for this the streaming service. I got all this other content I can go through.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it got good reviews.
I'm waiting for John Wick to come off Cinemax and be playing on one of these, because like it was it Amazon? It's either Amazon or one of the other ones that allowed Cinemax. Like, you pay a whatever the monthly fee is. I'm pretty sure it's Amazon. And I keep seeing John Wick 3, which I've already seen, but I want to see it again because I've seen the first 2 again now. And I'm like, man, I want this to come out and be free and not have to order Cinemax to get it. And I'm like, God, I'm just waiting it out.
See, I haven't seen the 3rd one yet because those were my plane movies. So I watched the 1st and 2nd one while traveling. And waiting for the 3rd one to finally make it to the airlines, and it did. But then COVID hit. So
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
So you saw them all, Shannon? You like them?
All three of them. Yeah.
All three? Yeah. Okay. So that's because it's pretty much all action and then like
Exactly.
they don't need to waste time with like with some storyline.
Keanu doesn't say much.
Yeah, he don't say.
I mean, it's
Right. Is it like the first two where it's like seamless? Like if you watched it back to back, it would just continue, or is there a break?
It is a continuation. It's not a break. So like you've seen the second one and how the second one ends.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The second one,
because he's walking away in the park, right?
Yeah, because he's excommunicado.
Right.
He gave him
does he make it to the edge of the parking lot and it kicks off?
As a matter of fact, when the third one starts, I think he is still in the park going around the city.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I love that.
Like, yeah, and like,
I think so. Yeah,
he's
running away, like
yep.
fighting guys.
He gets no break. Like I've been feeling so bad.
No,
he gets no break.
Yeah,
he was like, it's been like the span of a week.
Yeah,
right.
No, because remember, I can't remember his name. Not Cecil, the guy that owned the Continental or runs the Continental. Not Cecil. Whatever his name is, I can't remember. But he was like, "Look, you're excommunicado now. You can no longer use our services." He's like, "But I'm going to give you an hour." And in that hour, like the messages start going out as he's leaving the park. All of a sudden, everybody's phones going off and whatnot.
Right.
And like, there's even some people in the third one that just like, I don't want to wait that hour. You know what I mean? And
I wouldn't respond. Period.
Right.
Period. I would look at my phone. I'd be like, all right, well, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why would you take it?
But it was an absorbent amount of money. It was
right. You're trying to get paid. That's what you do for a living. You try to.
He gonna off you in the park. Like, why do you keep messing with this man? It's like it's like not transport. Is it transporter? No, not transporter. That's the
Statham.
Yeah, that's Ethan.
Yeah, Jason Statham.
Yeah. No, Taken. Like, leave him alone.
Yeah.
Don't mess with his family,
kids or his wife. Yeah, but they got dumb. Like, I'm trying to remember. I don't think they went after his wife on purpose. I think she just was in the way or something like that, right? Or did they go after him?
No, they did it again.
Yeah, they're dumb.
Like, why do you keep messing with this dude? Yeah. Like, he killed my third cousin. He's gonna kill you too. You don't want it.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I gotta watch the third one. So I'm definitely gonna hit it up because there's gonna be 4, right? Isn't that the plan?
I think they said that. Yeah.
I think they're gonna do 6.
Oh damn.
Their plan is to do 6 of them, I believe.
Like, is any of those prequels? Because I want to, like, I'm always fascinated about the B story. Like, that's always what does it for me. For some reason, these movies, like, I want to see the Continental, like the whole like thing, like take me back to when this thing started. Like, why does it exist? Like,
I don't know.
If they could do that, I think that would be awesome.
I don't know. I know at the end of the third one, he is very pissed, and there's no sense in doing a prequel at that point because he's still got business to take care of. So,
oh man, like, why would you, like, you don't mess with his mess with his family, you mess with his dog, you don't mess with his car. Like, they always messing with something.
Right.
You got to watch it, man. Like, it's
all right.
It's even like it goes to a higher level. Like, there's people above who you've already seen in the first 2 movies that kind of run everything. Because remember, it was the second one. Remember, the girl's brother had him kill his sister, right? Because he wanted to take over the family. Like, there is even people over that high council. That's what they call themselves, the high council.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. I'm not paying for it though. I'm gonna wait until his one of these various platforms I'm paying for.
Yeah.
Like right. I know. Got all this money. And I think Halle Berry's in this one too. Yeah.
Yeah, Halle Berry's.
She's in the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen the trailer. She's the one that has the dogs, the 2 dogs that she's sicking on everybody. Oh man, you gotta watch the trailer. Yeah,
it's probably been a while since you've seen the trailer. I don't even
it's been a minute. This movie came out like what, 2-3 years ago?
It was a
2 years, 2019 looks like.
Yeah, at least
that's
2. I would say, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm way behind on it. Because like I said, I had no interest in it, but it was on the plane. So I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I watched it. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I was like, I'm gonna wait till this would be my plane movie. I'm gonna wait till the next trip. And the next trip came and watched the second one. And the third one was there. And I was just like, I'll wait.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. So I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna check those out.
I imagine as the other one at the latest, when the other one is coming up, that one will probably come to one of those streaming services for free. The third one, I
Gotcha.
imagine.
Yeah. I thought the other two were like on one of the other platforms or something.
I think they were on separate platforms though, if I remember correctly, because I watched them a few weeks ago. One was on one platform, and then the second one was on a different platform. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But yeah, I was able to watch them though.
Gotcha. Okay. Any studying happening?
Right.
And I know you hit it hard.
Yo.
Like you sent me the thing. I was like, okay, I can't miss it this week, and I still didn't do it. So like the thing is, the weather's been really good out here, and I just been outside. Like whenever I get off from work, I'm sick of looking at a computer screen. So then I go outside with the children, and it ends up being later. So then it'll be like I go out play with the children, and it's so nice outside. Then I'll end up getting on the smoker and making some dinner, and then
Okay, I
you know,
got you.
by the time it comes around to where I could probably get the study time in, I'm like, I don't really feel like I'll do it tomorrow. And then what happens? You know, it's nice outside. I go spend I'm pushing kids on swings and stuff like that. I just never get around to it. I need to though. I need to.
There's no rush though, like because I don't think the May changes are going to impact you too much.
No, I don't think
so.
It'd
be the same domains. The weights will slightly change.
Yeah, so. the weights didn't change that much. It was like 1% and 2%, I think, was the change in two of the different ones. There was a couple different changes. I think you sent this to me actually, Ryan. A couple different changes on what they're looking for in them. But I think as I read them, it seems like it's just a wording thing. I'm just like, that seems like the same as this topic, but it's just worded a little different. So
right. But for those who are listening, or brand new listeners, but Shannon's studying for the CISP, so the CISSP. And there are some changes coming, but yeah, they're not that significant. Like I can see if you take it before and after, then yeah, you'd be like, all right, some stuff changed. But if you just take it after, then you should be fine.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I did get all the material. I finally got the ISOs and whatnot. I finally figured it out. I was being dumb. So if you were studying for 4508, the GX Certified Forensics Analyst, and you get the hardcover books, you should also go check the digital materials, because in those are the ISOs, the 50 gig plus ISOs. There's 3 of them. I had to borrow an external from a friend. I can't even store them all on my laptop. It ceased to function properly. I was like, what is this? This is nonsense. But it makes sense. Like, because if you ship me a CD, I don't have a CD player, right? I still have to buy it external because people don't have CD players anymore, their laptops. And you can't give it to me on a thumb drive. So how else do I get it through the internet? It's not their fault. My internet's super slow. It took 4 days to download all 3 ISOs.
Dang. Yeah, that's some data.
Now I'm
right
in
there.
the money. Yeah, now I'm in the money. So I got it. I got to do it. All that effort, I got to get through it.
Right. Yeah, you got to put in the work, knock it out.
Yeah, but if I had a PS5, like some people in this chat, I would be playing that Returnal by Housemark. So hopefully he cops it so we can live vicariously through him.
I'll get it when it's like $19.99.
Oh, it is $70. That's a change. Like I'm not excited about that. It makes sense though. It's been a decade since the price of games changed. And if this causes them to not nickel and dime me, I'm down for it. But if they still nickel and dime me, then I'm gonna wait till they all go on sale.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like if you're gonna pay $10 more than what you used to pay, and then you're still gonna have to pay for all the DLC material and stuff like that, it's like, what are we doing here? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that it does cost more to make these things and whatnot, but the whole purpose of DLC was to cover those expenses, right? Like I'm gonna give you more material so we can generate this revenue. So if you charge me 10 more, you're already putting that in there, in my opinion, anyway. But push comes to shove, I'll just wait. Like you're not gonna hurt me. Like my backlog is humongous. We could put some more stuff in there.
Right.
So
right. Yeah. I'm like, I have such a big like backlog of games and things like that. I typically don't get games when they first come out. I think the only game I've gotten when it first came out in a long time was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
Because I had pre-ordered it a while back, and they had like a deal at the time when you pre-order to get some money off. So like, I might as well pre-order it. But I normally wait till the games go down because I have so many games to play right now, and I've been using a lot of the Xbox Game Pass, which is like a kind of like a streaming service, subscription service for like gaming, and you get like hundreds of games on there, and there's all kinds of games I'm really interested in playing that I haven't got to yet. So it's kind of like, if I'm going to buy a game, I'm going to buy it when it's like cheaper. I'm not going to really buy it when it first comes out because it's going to be end up sitting there for a while until I clear out some of these backlog games. I still got to get through Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch, and I've been, like I said, I've been playing the Yakuza games, and I even started playing this Outriders game.
Oh yeah, I heard about Outriders.
Yeah,
what do you think about it? You think it's pretty good?
It's pretty good so far. I've only played like a little bit of it, just kind of like some of the intro missions, but it's pretty good. It's like definitely like I don't know, it's a high production value that they put into it. It's a very like it reminds me a little bit of like Gears of War, like some of the control mechanisms a little bit. But it's like you get your superpowers, like it's kind of like Destiny as well. We get these super abilities that you can cast like fire or some like electricity and things like that. But it's pretty cool so far. I got to get a little bit more deeper into it. But so far it's pretty good. It's pretty interesting.
All right.
But I played that on Game Pass, so I didn't buy it. So I just played it on. It's like included with
Right.
Game Pass right now, so it's like, I don't have to think about it. But if I had to buy it, I probably wouldn't be, jumping to play, put money on it right now because I got so many other things I got to play. But it's pretty good. I think you might enjoy it.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to invest. I'm still looking for one of each for the kids and whatnot. So if I ever stumble across two, maybe, but I can't even find one. So I'm just out of luck. I got the PS4, so I'm just still clearing the backlog on that. But I haven't touched it except for to watch YouTube over the past couple weeks. So sooner or later, I'm gonna sit down and just veg out, play some games and whatnot. But
yeah. Any big games you're looking forward to? Or are you thinking about like, oh man, I can't wait to play that game when it comes out on PS5?
So definitely Returnal because I'm a Housemarque fan. But Ratchet and Clank, like that thing looks amazing. Like they dropped some more trailers. I'm done looking at it because I don't want them to spoil something for me. But I've always been a fan of how pretty they are. But this one looks like it looks like a showcase. It's a showcase game. So definitely looking forward to that. And then when it comes to the Xbox, I Game Pass because there's always going to be something for me to play. But in the long run, it's going to be Halo. Like it's the only shooter I can still play. Like because my reflexes are not what they used to be. But Halo is the right speed for me. So I'm excited about that one. But got to find an Xbox first. So whenever that happens.
Yeah. The Halo Eternal, I think is what they're calling it. It's going to be pretty dope.
Infinite.
Oh, Infinite. I'm sorry, Infinite.
Yeah. You're thinking Doom Eternal. Yeah, Doom Eternal.
I'm thinking like Doom Eternal.
I do want to play that, but like
that's on Xbox Game Pass too.
I would never beat it. Like I played the first Doom remake. It's just too hard.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Those are the type of games that I'm glad they're in Game Pass because I get to experience them, but I don't feel bad for not finishing them.
Right.
Because it's probably not going to happen. Like I'm going to play it until I get to a point where I get too frustrated and I'll just move on.
And that reminds me, I got to finish off Control because I know we talked about that a few weeks back.
Oh yeah, I didn't finish that one either. I'm early into that joint.
Yeah, because that's on Game Pass too. That's how I was playing it. I was actually playing on the PC, but
gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's but yeah, that's unfortunately my PS5 has been collecting a little bit of dust. I need to get back into it because once I finished Spider-Man Miles Morales. I played like the Astro's Playroom on it, which is fun. That really showcases the controller and all the adaptive triggers and all that kind of stuff in the Rumble, which I think is the biggest seller point to me for the PS5 right now is the controller. That's pretty like innovative. The games itself, like the consoles, like the Xbox and PS5 are pretty much relative, like in capabilities, but and then. Then I finished off the Last of Us 2. I played it on the PS5, even though it's a PS4 game. And since then, I haven't really played any games. So I need to I still have the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I haven't started that one up yet. But
So you got games to collect in dust too? God.
yeah, still in its wrapper. No, actually, I
He
did
was
put the
like-
disc in. I got it
It's the-
staged,
Yeah.
but I haven't like
He's-
booted it up.
on your hard drive, taking up space, just not.
Yeah, I installed it so it's ready when I want to play it.
He was like, yeah, and I got that big 8K still in the box, haven't taken it
Right,
out yet.
Wow.
It's sitting in the garage.
Sitting in the garage, it's not even doing anything.
Golly.
No, I'd say this though, like I really enjoy like the new generation of games as far as like I think it's finally able to like appreciate like high FPS on video games.
Yeah.
Like I've been playing Destiny 2 on Xbox, and it takes advantage of like it goes up to 120 FPS or hertz when you're playing their PvP mode. So it's like really fast paced. You can see everything. It's kind of night and day nowadays when I play. Like I still have my old Xbox on not old, but the one before it.
Yeah. I got a paperweight back there.
Yeah, I got a paperweight. This one over here. You can see it in the corner here, but this is the One X. But I play it on this just a regular computer monitor. But it's so slow because it's on like 30. It's like 30 FPS, I think. It's
Yeah.
like the max. And you're playing between 30 and you go up to 120. It's like night and day. It's like kind of crazy.
I can even go back. Like,
Yeah, it's like I can't. Like when I play it on here, I'm like, what the heck is this? It's like playing,
yuck.
yeah, I must be playing like Pong or something. Like, like what is this? But I think.
Are you gonna be on next week and like that thing is gonna be smashed up or something like that? Like, you're like 30 FPS.
30. What? I know. I know. It's a big difference. That's why I think a lot of people that used to be like PC gamers, they always make fun of console gamers because PC gamers have always kind of like had high refresh rates, and they've been like, I'm trying to get up to 240, even though like a lot of games don't go that high, but
yeah, but they're spending like $1,500, $2,000.
Yeah, you got to spend, like you got to invest in like a good PC, like if you're trying to.
Yeah, especially now. Have you seen the prices? Because the
Yeah.
semiconductor shortages and the crypto mining.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to build something for my son, and I was just like, yo, this regular ass PC costs like super computer prices.
Yeah. Yeah, in particular the video cards right now are like crazy. Like you can get them, like if you can actually buy them at MSRP, it's not that bad. You can get like not that bad. You can get like a $700, or you can actually get cheaper. I mean, you can get like really good cards that are like $200 to $300, but still, like you put all the pieces together, it's going to be like at least $1,000 or more for like a good gaming PC. Compared to like getting a console like $500 or whatever, 400.
Right. If you could find one.
If you could find one, yeah.
It's hard out there for everything, but good thing I'm poor and I can't afford that stuff anyway. So
yeah.
it's saving me heartache. My wallet is very appreciative.
Yeah.
But I think this is a good episode. I think it's a good conclusion, or a good place to conclude, I should say. But so thank you, Shannon. Thank you, LeVon. It's always fun. This was a really good week. So for all those tuning in, please continue to tune in. Please hit us up on the website, www.theothersideofthefirewall.com, so you can get to the Twitter and the Instagram. You can hit me up personally on IG, LinkedIn, Clubhouse, TikTok, Twitter, at RY Security Guy. That's RY Security Guy. And LeVon?
You can hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Maynard.
There it is. But yeah, definitely hit us up. Leave us some feedback. We just hit 1K audio listens. So let's keep that up. Let's get the video up there as well. That'd be nice. So watch us and listen to us. I'm greedy. Yeah. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay secure.
Take care.